The logical next step after the placement of walls is the placement of constraints such as doors, windows or radiators. Once they have been placed, you will have a better visual representation of the space at your disposal for the room, and you will have a good idea of what is missing. A catalogue specifically dedicated to constraints is at your disposal. It is called At Constraints. The catalogue has no brand and you can therefore modify it as much as you want. In this catalogue, you will find the different constraints that you find in a scene. As we explained previously in a tutorial, the software can be in connected or non-connected mode. The visuals of the window change based on that, so let's go through how to place an object in both cases. Firstly, in connected mode. In the catalogue, choose the chapter openings by clicking on it, and then pass the cursor over the subchapter windows. The type of window then appears, and we will pick Flush Windows. To choose an object, simply click on the sticker like this. We now have the reference, the dimensions, and the direction of fitting the object. The 3 action buttons work in the following way. The first button allows you to place the object in the scene, next to another object for example. The second button links the element to another element chosen. For example, an oven that you want to link to an oven cabinet. The third button allows you to swap an element that you have selected in the scene with the chosen object. The placement altitude corresponds to the windowsill. You can choose to place it over or under a certain dimension by clicking here. Finally, we can position the object from the left or the right side of the wall, reasoning inside the room. Let's modify the width of our element to 1200 mm, change the windowsill to 1050 mm, and let's place it 650 mm from the right. Placing and positioning the element is very easy. Just drag and drop the reference. Be careful to not drag and drop the image directly, because in this specific case, the system would put the standard object without the modifications that you entered. Now your window is positioned. Let us now see the non-connected mode method. In the Catalogues drop-down menu, we shall choose the Flush Windows chapter. Just like in the connected mode, you could also change the direction of fitting, the dimensions, and the placement altitude. Once again, you can choose between under and over. Here again, you can choose to precisely place your element from the right or left side thanks to these 2 boxes. Let's modify as follows: width to 1200 mm, placement altitude to 1050 mm, and positioning to 650 mm from the right. For the non-connected mode, it is indeed the image itself that you need to drag and drop into the wall, like this. The window that then opens lets you put in the finishing touches on your element. The placement of any and all other elements can thus be done in the same way.